N- Not a lot of people knows about chocho or chayote. Well, chayote is what you're looking at the moment. It's a fruit, right? And if this fruit you can plant and you can get many more from it. So chayote is basically grows in a cool to moderate climate. Doesn't like too much of a hot climate. Right, so what you're looking at here is a spoiled one, but it's spoiled outside. However, the inside, this is what you're looking at, the seed is sprouting and it is sending out a vine, and that vine now will grow long and start sending out tendrils and leaves and starts to blossom and grow fruits. Anyway, before we get to that, well, this now what you're looking at, you can peel that off, keep the seed because the seed is still alive. Okay, you can tell there's a leaf there. Don't worry about it rotten, because when you plant this will eventually rotten in the earth. However, you will need to put this in a damp compost earth, or you can use it. You can also use kitchen towel. So you can damp a kitchen towel or even in sand. And you see what you're looking at is the bottom of the fruit, and that's where the roots will come out. So that roots now will grow and get this plant into a big strong plant. Right, why I'm showing you this is basically to show you how my chayote is growing like a monster at the moment. So that vine that you see here, this little vine here, that will get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it will send out more shoots from this end. But don't worry about it, it will die off. If you notice that I've been digging up and planting stuff with my bare hands, so my hands not I don't worry about that because I'm a gardener. I love the earth. So this is a chayote that's been rotting off, but the inside is still good and it is literally alive and sprouting. But what I'm going to show you now is that from this to how my chayote plant is becoming very monstrous. Right, so from this chocha fruit, right, you see that? That just needs to go into the earth, you know. Right, we call it chocha in Jamaica. The Indian community and the Asian community calls it chayote. And there are other names for it, merliton, whatever. But if you look, I'll show you. My chayote is taking off like a monster. You can see the tendrils. You know what the tendrils are? The tendrils are these little antennas that they hook onto anything. So if you notice, I've got lots of brambles for it to hook onto and spread its wing. It's spread like crazy. So you can tell. So this is basically more than one plant that I have. So I have a few varieties of chayote going at the moment. So you see, let me go over here and show you the tendrils. So these are the tendrils. You see how wild they are going? These are the tendrils, and you can look, if you look carefully, you'll see, let me show you, you'll see some young chocho. Listen, the chocho is taking off. Let me get it up closer. And the bees are working hard. You see that? That's a blossom and a little chocho. So the tendrils are all those little antennas that are spreading. And that, if you notice, look at that. This is chayote chocho growing here. But now I want to show you that it is bearing, and it is bearing lots of fruit. So guys, this is what it looks like when it's a baby. Let me see if I can show you. You see that? It's not very good here, innit? You can't see so close up. Let me show you. Come on, camera. The camera is not showing it so good. Hold on. Let's see if you can see it much better now. Alright, so that's the baby chayote, you see, and that's the blossom. So that's what the bees will use to pollinate this plant, so it will stay on. So there's quite every node on this chocha here, you'll see. Look underneath there, there's more. If you come over here, there's more. If you look up here, there's more. If you look over there, there's more. There's tons of chayote growing at the moment. Loads. So that's the baby one. Give it a few weeks, guys, and you will see. Let me see if I can get it in the corner so you can see what it looks like. See that? And if you notice, I have so many things for it to run on. So that's what this plant will give you, a big chayote vines running all over. So the vines, they grow like monster. They're ferocious. They don't care anything they get on. They just hold on and they just run and run and run and run. So if you don't have any space to grow your chayote and to get a lot of yielding, don't plant it. It needs space and it needs a lot of water. You have to water it. You have to feed it. They love feeding. So guys, listen, get yourself a chayote and plant one for next year. In England here, it's pretty too late, but I guess in Jamaica, they can plant it anytime. I'm not sure, but over here, we grow it indoors and then we take it out in May. But then it starts bearing when it's getting cooler. It doesn't like too much of a hot weather. It likes when the weather is, moderate, put it that way. So yes, guys, see, I'm happy because look at my chayote. You see the chayote there? This is a young one coming up. Yes. So you see, look, it's taking over the corns. But guys, you stay tuned. You will see lots more. This is just the beginning. If you like the content, please comment, please like, please share, and please subscribe. Share it with your family. Thank you very much for watching, and you will get more content on how to grow chayote. There it is. That's where it starts from, and that's where it ends up like that on your table when it gets bigger.